A strong business plan does more than outline growth targets. It also protects the physical assets, resources, and investments that make the business possible. In this lecture, I'll focus on how to identify tangible assets, understand the risks that could affect them, and choose practical ways to protect and insure them. We'll also connect these decisions to a broader risk management strategy, so the business is prepared not only to grow, but to remain resilient when unexpected challenges arise. Tangible assets are the physical resources a business owns or leases, and they carry measurable value. The three main categories are real property, equipment and machinery, and inventory and supplies. Real property includes land, buildings, warehouses, and storefronts. Equipment covers production tools, computers, vehicles, and specialized industry resources. Inventory includes raw materials, finished goods, and consumable supplies used in operations or offered for sale. Unlike intellectual property, tangible assets can be seen and touched, which also means they can be lost, damaged, or stolen. A strong business plan goes beyond revenue projections. It also shows lenders, investors, and partners that I understand the risks surrounding the business and have a plan to manage them. Asset protection signals operational maturity and builds confidence. Lenders may require proof that collateral is insured before approving financing, while investors want assurance that their capital is protected against loss. Just as importantly, a protection plan supports operational continuity, helping the business keep running when unexpected disruptions occur. It's a practical part of responsible planning, not an afterthought. The first step is to identify and value every asset your business owns. A complete asset register is a foundation for effective protection and accurate planning. Record each physical asset by category, location, age, and condition, so you have a clear picture of what exists and where it is. Then choose a valuation method, such as purchase cost, replacement cost, or fair market value, and document that choice. Finally, maintain a depreciation schedule to track declining value over time and reflect your business's net worth accurately on financial statements. The second step is to assess your risk exposure. This means examining potential threats and evaluating two things: how likely each threat is, and how seriously it could affect your assets. Prioritize the risks with the greatest potential financial damage, rather than treating every possibility as equally urgent. A risk assessment matrix makes these comparisons clear by organizing probability and impact in one view. Include that matrix in the appendix of your business plan to demonstrate thorough due diligence and show that your planning is grounded in a structured evaluation of risk. Step 3 is choosing the right insurance coverage, because insurance is your primary financial defense against asset loss. Your business plan should identify each policy you'll carry and explain why it matters. Commercial property insurance protects buildings, equipment, and inventory from events such as fire, theft, and natural disasters. Commercial auto insurance covers company vehicles used for deliveries, client visits, or field operations. Business interruption insurance helps replace lost income and operating expenses when a covered event stops operations. Finally, umbrella or excess liability add protection beyond the limits of your primary policies. Standard insurance policies can leave important vulnerabilities hidden until a loss exposes them. The key is to identify coverage gaps proactively while building your business plan, rather than after an incident occurs. For example, flood and earthquake damage are typically excluded from standard commercial property policies. Equipment breakdown coverage addresses mechanical failure, which is different from physical damage. Inland marine coverage may be needed for assets in transit or stored off-site. And if you hold perishable inventory, spoilage losses generally require a separate endorsement. Step 4 focuses on implementing physical safeguards. Insurance compensates for loss, but prevention reduces the likelihood of loss in the first place, while also supporting business continuity and potentially lowering premiums. Access controls, such as key card systems, alarms, and restricted zones, help protect high-value assets from unauthorized access. Fire suppression measures, including sprinklers, extinguishers, and smoke detectors, improve safety and are often required by code. Finally, scheduled preventive maintenance extends equipment life and helps avoid costly breakdowns. Together, these safeguards reduce risk before it becomes an insurance claim. Step 5 is to build a risk management framework that keeps pace with the business. Start by identifying potential risks, then analyze and prioritize them based on their likely impact and importance. Next, implement controls that reduce or manage those risks. Finally, monitor the results and review them regularly. Risk management is an ongoing cycle, not a one-time exercise. As the business grows, new threats may emerge, existing controls may need adjustment, and a protection strategy should evolve accordingly. This process helps keep risk decisions practical, current, and connected to the business plan. This asset protection section should give a clear, practical view of what the business owns, how it is protected, and how it will respond to unexpected losses. First, summarize tangible assets by category, including the valuation method used. Then document every relevant insurance policy, carrier, coverage limit, deductible, and annual premium. Next, rank the leading risks by probability and impact, and specify a mitigation strategy for each. Finally, identify reserve funds or credit lines set aside for asset-related losses. The goal is preparedness, not just documentation. The key takeaway is that risk management starts with knowing exactly what you own, then assessing threats by probability and impact. Layered defenses matter. Combine insurance, physical safeguards, and legal structures, and review them continuously. Preparedness doesn't just reduce disruption. It can become a competitive advantage.